Suppose you put half an apple in the refrigerator and leave the other half on a table. After an hour, the apple in the refrigerator is less brown than the apple on the table. Why? Choose the best answer. Good job! Lower temperatures can slow down many chemical changes. Good! The temperature in the refrigerator is lower than the temperature on the table. Lower temperatures can slow down many chemical changes. The law of conservation of mass says that mass can't be lost or gained during a physical or chemical change. Mass is a physical property that measures an object's amount of matter. Click the dots on the line to see how mass remains unchanged during physical changes. The bagel has the same mass before and after slicing it. Slicing the bagel is a physical change. Let's add a slice of cheese and some tuna. The mass is now 180 grams. That's the sum of the parts. What happens to the sandwich in the freezer? It goes through a physical change. What will be the mass of the sandwich after it freezes? It'll be the same. Its mass does not change. Now let's warm it up. Do you think the mass will change when you heat the sandwich and the cheese melts? The answer is no. The law of conservation of mass says that the sandwich will have the same mass before it's frozen, after it's thawed, and after it's heated. According to the law of conservation of mass, the mass of the reactants before a reaction is equal to the mass of the products after the reaction. Play the video to watch a chemical change occur. Notice that the gas produced during the reaction is trapped. The flask contains vinegar and baking soda is in the balloon. Observe the mass of the materials. When the baking soda is added to the vinegar, a chemical reaction occurs and a gas is produced. The gas is collected in the balloon. Observe the mass again. The total amount of matter hasn't changed. Do you remember the key differences between a physical change and a chemical change? Choose the descriptions of what happens in a physical change. That's it. Physical changes do not form new substances. The water that froze to become snow is still water, whether it's a solid, a liquid, or even a gas. You've got it. A change in form such as a liquid freezing is a physical change. A physical change doesn't change the type of matter involved. The substance stays the same. A chemical change occurs when one or more substances change into entirely new substances with different properties. You have something new after a chemical change. You've seen how the law of conservation of mass works. How would you explain this law to someone who's never heard of it? Type your response in the box. Click OK when you're done. The law of conservation of mass states that mass is conserved when matter changes. This means that no mass is lost or gained during a physical or chemical change. It's just rearranged. In a physical change, matter can change shape or size, or it can change state, such as from a solid to a liquid. In a chemical change, one substance can become another substance. In all of these changes, the total mass is the same after the change as it was before. You've seen how a change in temperature can affect reactions. Increasing temperature made the scrubbing pad rust more quickly. Which of these images show a change that is affected by temperature? Click the correct answers. Correct. Adding heat energy makes the ice cream change. You can put soft ice cream in the freezer to make it harder. That's right. You have to add heat energy to bake bread. Good job. What's happening to this boat is similar to what happened to the scrubbing pad. Higher temperature makes rusting happen fast. Many physical and chemical changes are affected by temperature. Not all physical changes are affected by temperature, though. Cutting, tearing, and splitting are examples of physical changes that are not affected by temperature. You've learned a lot about how matter changes. Let's take a quick look at the main points you covered. Physical changes such as cutting an apple in half affect the physical properties of matter. But they don't change the identity of the matter. A chemical change does change the type of matter. Chemical changes happen to a cake as it bakes. Changing temperature can cause physical changes such as melting. While matter is changing from one state to another, its temperature does not change. The law of conservation of mass says that mass is not lost or gained as a substance changes. Now that you've finished this lesson, if you wish, you can go back and review any part of the lesson again.